Hello everybody, today talking about the pre-season win last night, the 1-0 win against the Vancouver Whitecaps. It was a huge win, an important win as well to end pre-season in the best way possible before moving ahead to the MLS opener against Sporting Kansas in a couple of weeks' time, and actually next week, in fact less than a week, so it's a big game that coming up to kickstart the new season. It'll be important to approach that in the right way, but to finish pre-season with a win against a good team is always a good thing. Carlos Vela also scored as well, which was good, so it's always good to end the pre-season in the best way possible to give you the best chance of approaching the new season in the best shape and the best frame of mind possible, as I've said. So it's a positive, and it's good. Obviously, we lost the last pre-season game before, so to go and win the next one shows that it's a step in the right direction with everybody getting the right amount of minutes now. Hopefully, there are certain individuals who needed match minutes got their match minutes and are now on the way to being fully match fit ahead of the opener, which I'm sure will throw up a few variables and a few answers that perhaps we didn't know of, but it should definitely put us in place for the rest of the season. It was a good test, as I said, and to come away from that and win that it was a tight game, but to win 1-0 was always good. To win quite scrappy is always a good trait of a good team who can progress quite well. Obviously the away shirt was launched as well, which was good, so that is definitely a positive. Interesting colours, but I'll talk about that another day, but to win that quite easily in the end, or to see it out in the end quite well, to get a clean sheet was definitely a thing that was a problem last year, and to get that clean sheet was good. So it's all positives now, and all roads will lead to the start of the season against Sporting Kansas. So fingers crossed we can approach that in the right mentality to try and win that game, but that'll be a tough test as well, as Sporting Kansas are a good team who will be looking to try and win the MLS Cup this season. After getting to the playoffs and losing to the Timbers, they'll be looking to try and really carry on from a good season last year and try and build upon that and go that little bit further and actually win some silverware this season, which they failed to do last year. So they'll be wanting to carry that on and finish and start the season in the best way possible as well. They've obviously strengthened over pre-season. They've got a few good players, lost a big player in Apara, so that'll be a big miss for them, but it's a good chance to really press on now and really build ahead to the new season. It's going to be a difficult season. The second season's always going to be hard, but if everybody can approach it in the right way and the best way possible, then there's definitely a good chance that this season could be another successful one. Obviously, last year was successful without winning a cup, but this year I definitely think there's a chance of winning a cup, whether it is the MLS Cup or the Open Cup. There's definitely a solid chance of bringing some silverware back for season 2, and it'd just be good for us to win something. Obviously, LA Galaxy have won a lot of trophies in the past few years, and they'll be reminding everybody of what they've won before, but I don't think they'll be anywhere near the MLS Cup this season, if I'm being brutally honest. I don't think they will. So it'll be a good opportunity this year to really show the dominance and being the best team in Los Angeles this year, especially in such a tight division with so many new expansion teams coming in the next few years. It'll be important to win a trophy now, but it was good to end pre-season in the best way. It's been a difficult pre-season. A lot of transfer deals have been going around, players coming in at different times, so it'd be good that everyone's now settled down and ready to go. So fingers crossed that team that started last night will be the team that probably will start again next Sunday, and hopefully that will be just to keep some sort of continuity going, especially with the type of players getting used to building relationships with each other throughout the course of the season and getting used to playing with each other. The more you keep chopping and changing it, the more it becomes harder to nail down a solid foundation to build upon throughout the season. So we've had a few good tests. Obviously, the benchmark test against Atlanta, the game against Vancouver Whitecaps previously as well, which was another good test, and also San Jose as well. So 3 different tests from 3 different teams who all play football differently. Obviously, San Jose were physical and much more direct and aggressive, whereas Atlanta and Vancouver like to play football on the grass and get the ball down and play it through the different parts of the field and try and stretch them in the best way possible. While we like to get the ball and attack quick in numbers, and also like to keep the ball quite well as well, and if we lose it, win it back and get back on the front foot quite quickly. So it's definitely a positive to come through them games relatively unscathed, and we'll have learned a lot from each of the 3 games that we played over the course of pre-season recently as well. So it's going to be a difficult test, as I said, coming up next Sunday, but if they can approach that in the best way, shape or form, then there's definitely a good chance that this season can be a very successful season, and one that the majority of people can be proud upon. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button, subscribe as well, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.